my.
You have to step on now, bro.
Kanyama shingo yako ulianika ulituanikia shingo kusema ati only City can come close to you.
It's because I'm backing it up by saying I had 4 points against City last season and Villa and Villa took 6 points against
and Villa gave 6 to Man City.
And so, City won the league.
No, stop like
Villa beat City at Villa Park.
Where? From the cushion headers at the King Power Stadium by the effervescent Jamie Foxx Vardy to the winning headers by João, not Neves, but João Pedro, to the 10th hat-trick by Erling Haaland, to another surgical surgery of a villain at the park by the Arsenal. This is the alternate channel.
Vicky here, welcome to the channel.
Once again, it's a boy Zeus. Welcome back to the alternate channel.
Courier.
And this is Gary. Now guys, we've heard you. You wanted a United fan. And today, we brought you a guest. He knows his stuff and we know him too. Welcome to the cooking.
Thank you. I don't think they're going to cook me, but Slim, Manchester United, greatest fan right now in this very room. They're about to get cooked.
Alright, Slim, there's only one place to start. Never back there.
Alikiko.
In other words, Ogopa
Alikiko.
Ogopa Alikiko. We've taken our first loss.
Alright.
So I think our shocks are set.
Okay.
Yeah? We are not going to feel the bump anymore. But anyone who's not lost a game, they're going to feel it when they lose. So especially the ones who think they're going to win.
Alright, so clearly you guys cannot be invincible, right?
No.
No.
That one has their own people who keep singing about it. That one has their own caliber of people who keep singing about it.
Alright.
We are not the ones to do that.
Alright, Slim, let's do this. So what happened yesterday?
On a game-to-game aspect, it's just another bump on the road.
Yeah.
On a tactical aspect, the manager lost the game. 10 years. On a fan perspective, we should have won.
Yeah.
It was there for the taking. Brighton has been beating us left, right, center. You know, he's very happy about it.
After full time.
After full time, So, where do we go? The tactical aspect.
Most of us here we love the tactical aspect of the game.
Yeah.
So where did you lose it tactically?
The midfield.
Okay.
We couldn't get the ball to the attackers as fast as possible because you don't go to play an opponent's game. You go to play your game, and you have to play a better game than them. They came with a short range passing game, of which we played the same thing. We'd have 3 people around one player, maybe play their pressure and whatnot. It's good. We are playing. It's good. It's good build up. But when it comes to making sure your attackers have the ball and creating chances, we will falter. Yeah. So we had a chance with Ahmad where he had 2 people and 2 defenders. It was 3 on 2, and that final pass was missing. It wasn't there. So we scored 2 offside goals, created out of nothing, but they scored 2 clean goals. Yeah. So we lost
out of something.
Ironically, he says they didn't create enough chances, yet they have the best creator in the league in Bruno Fernandes. That's
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say best creator because we know who's the best creator.
All right.
Kevin De Bruyne.
No, I wouldn't say Odegaard. It's Kevin De
Yeah,
Bruyne.
yeah,
Come
just
on.
say it.
Just
Just
say
go on.
it.
Just say it.
You wish.
No.
wish.
Why you answering for me? I did not say it. I just tell you. I just start.
You
Who
just
is?
wish.
If you were asked, it's Odegaard. If you was asked, you would say Son.
No, Kevin De Bruyne.
I will
I've
still
always
say
been-
KDB.
I've
I'm
always
not
said it's
delusional.
KDB.
In
I'm
the
not
right
deluded.
now, no one would want to say anything else.
All right.
Right in this moment,
No,
one
actually,
would want to
it's
say
this is the
anything else.
truth.
Yeah,
Odegaard still has a level to go to get to KDB. It's not. He's still me. I know. I can never compare Odegaard to.
Yeah,
KDB.
so you can say it in quotes, but I have never told you he's the greatest.
The best.
I've never said he's the best.
But you see, one of the reasons why Man United fans asked for a Man United fan, it's because they wanted to hear that, right? You know, the best.
Yeah, Bruno.
You want to talk,
Best.
you want to talk about
Was
the best.
it a mistake subbing him, by the way?
Major mistake.
Yeah.
Because
Because you tend to think.
you've run out of ideas and you don't know what to do.
But by that time, the game was what? 1-1.
Yeah, it was 1-1.
And you're chasing a game
Yeah,
whereby
actually-
you want to win. And the best creator was subbed off.
Yeah, he actually smacked when he was subbed off. Because clearly in his brain he was like, this is a mistake.
Yeah.
And everyone else, so the rest of the players were like, something is off. So you don't take Mount off and then you take Bruno off. You leave one of them. Because these two are workhorses. Right now they're playing well.
Yeah.
Mount is not creative. But when he's at the forefront, he's leading the press well. And the team structure is not falling. But when he goes off, the structure collapses.
Yeah.
We saw it against Fulham. We saw it against Brighton. He's using him as his best weapon right now. And it is working. But you don't do that when you're chasing a game. You leave the weapon in.
Yeah.
You find another way to include the striker, the one you want to play with.
Yeah.
We have Jay-Z and Rasmus is not yet back. But also, I'm finding a problem with the build-up to how he wants to play.
Yeah.
Bruno cannot play false nine.
Yeah, he can.
He can't play. You cannot play him as a false nine. We did it against Fulham and we created two beautiful chances.
I think you guys played him as a false nine at the community shield.
Yes.
So
You
it's
see,
the third
it's a,
experiment
this is
in a
a
row.
third experiment and still it's
So-
not working.
It is time to remove the false,
Mm-hmm.
add a 0.5,
Mm-hmm.
and play 9.5.
Yeah, play 9.5.
Yeah.
But also 9.5 is not up to speed.
Yeah.
He was at the Euros. You can see he's not gelled with the team. Yeah, as the per se.
He was at the Euros, bruh. He was at the bench.
Even if, but he wasn't our player per se at that moment.
Yeah.
He wasn't our player per se at that moment. But we have to give him time.
Yeah.
To
Every new thing has to get some time to gel in.
Yeah, no one bangs in the first few games unless you're playing for some obscure team and so
Unless
they
you're
really
Haaland.
need a savior.
Mhm.
But maybe you're Haaland and your NKDB is behind you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So let me ask you, Sliver.
Mm.
We all know Brighton plays a high line, right? And you guys, you have Rashford, who is quite quick.
Finished at 24.
You have
Quick but lazy.
no problem.
No, he's not lazy.
Get where I'm going. You have Rashford,
Mm.
who is quick.
Mm.
You have Garnacho, who is quick.
Yeah.
And you have Jadon Sancho, who is a proper baller,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Someone who can play in between the spaces,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So do you think Ten Hag is doing his experiments far too many times than he's supposed to do and just get one team and run with it?
The manager is wrong, and what I can say is he's not going to get it right.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I feel for him.
But I get his point. Yeah. Last season was also the one excuse they had. It's okay. Let's leave the centre back pairings. That we know was an issue.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember even the manager going to a presser, whereby as a manager you ask, you say, I don't play the way I used to play because I don't have the what?
The
The
right
personnel.
the right tools.
The right person.
At some point, how many players did you have that Ten Hag
No,
has signed? 7.
He had seven of the
Seven.
signings.
7. That's yesterday.
Seven.
Yeah.
7.
And still,
So
can't see a structure in the way they're playing.
In all aspects, 7 is considered a whole team.
Yeah.
You can play with 7 players.
Yeah.
So the rest 4 are not his, and there is no excuse.
There's no excuse.
There is no excuse at this point. At this point in time, there is no excuse for him because everyone is fit except Euro and Rasmus. Lindelof will never play.
Sancho just can't even see the bench.
A question on the same about the manager getting it wrong. In the last episode, I made a joke that they now have 3 managers.
Yeah.
One of them is Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Yeah.
And the noise from Man United fans was that Van Nistelrooy is coming to make our attack better. So my question is, you say he didn't get it right in the attacking. Should we be blaming him, or is it that Van Nistelrooy is lagging at his job? Should we give the nexus to Ten Hag? Ama, at the end of the day, is it Ten Hag making the actual choice? Because now you have Van Nistelrooy, one of the best attackers you had. He was supposed to come in, and it was reported that he's focused on improving Man United attack.
Yeah.
But clearly, up to now, you still say that the manager got it wrong, and the manager is Ten Hag. So is he still calling the shots? Because now it makes no sense having Van Nistelrooy.
What I think is Ten Hag is out of the job. He's just there as a figurehead.
So the lead is doing his thing.
Agree.
Yeah.
Already.
Exactly.
I'm not calling out for his sacking or anything, but in what I can see is he's already gone.
Yeah.
He was just given a transition period.
Yeah.
So you don't see him finish. You can finish the season, but
he can finish, but he's not
highly
going to
unlikely.
be there. Maybe when you play Leicester and but some dark card does the thing.
Yeah,
Some dagger is waiting.
No.
it's like KDB and us. Nigga will just be injured the whole season. Arsenal is there. Baba, what is
I'm
wrong?
back.
Dagger.
But then I feel like he's very stubborn. Like your manager is very stubborn. He's like, I have my people. This is my first 11, and it doesn't matter who I'm going to face because facing a team like Brighton, who you've lost almost three times,
Not
right?
almost.
Not almost.
4.
More than 3 times.
No.
Yeah, with
Five times they've played with Brighton.
Won
Five.
once.
Once.
Yes.
The rest.
And
they won when it never mattered.
I know.
Last season, at the end of the season,
So
it
Brighton
did not
played
matter.
a really high line.
Yeah.
So don't you think he could have like swallowed his pride and like, let me just at least start Sancho on the bench.
No. The instruction would have been simple. You guys are going to play. Dunk will be here. What was the other center back?
They normally play
Van Hekel.
Van
Van
Hekel.
Hink will be here. The fullback will be over there, and this one will be here. I want you to put a line breaking pass between the two of them.
But the problem is,
Make it give it. Rashford is over here. You tell Rashford, I want you to just make sure you're in line with them, but beat them.
but tactically from the start, it was wrong. You're playing a high line. It's okay, you go and try false 9, but that's the kind of game whereby you want an attacker, the mold of Watkins, playing behind. Playing behind.
No,
Because the highlight, you just need pace. You just need people who will exploit that space. You never quite exploit. The only time you exploited it was that time Ahmad scored the goal because they're already attacking you. Then you got the ball, you moved it so quick. You know,
and that should
and even that one for Garnacho, except for the 9.5, decide the 0.5.
There was no way he was going to stop.
Yeah.
There was no way.
It's okay. We can't blame him. The momentum was already there. We can't really blame him. But even that time for Garnacho, you see, you took advantage of let's steal the ball early because you're playing your high line and you're already on our box. Most of your players are in our half. So if you have pacey players, we can kill them. That game was there for the taking.
Your Garnacho point stands. Your Garnacho point stands. But pass selection in our midfield is a problem. It's a problem. Because every time when Casemiro has the ball, you expect him to
But I feel
have
Kobe,
a good pass, he goes for length.
Kobe
He
too had a silent game, He was in the pocket of someone who started playing before he was born.
He was
Milner pocketed that boy.
He made a veteran.
You can't even say that is a 38-year-old. You look at the game like there was a time watching the game with my friend. I'm looking at United's front line over there. I'm like, only Bruno was born when Milner started playing the EPL.
So you gotta give him. This was his, I think, 630 second game.
He's 15 games away. No, actually
from
18,
breaking,
18 from
who's-
Gareth Barry.
Yes.
Barry to play.
Actually,
Barry
and he's
played
good.
for
I think
so
that's the
many
goal.
23 seasons in the EPL.
I think this is okay. Are you playing? Is Arsenal playing Brighton?
Yeah, next. But you
Next.
see, Brighton
I
will not
really
play a highlight with
They're
us.
coming to
They
the-
will
I really,
not
if
play
they
the
do,
highlight.
I really,
They
I'm like,
cannot.
this is
It's
the
a
last
game.
chance I'm giving
It's a game
Martinelli.
to watch. It's a game to
I hope Arteta starts Martinelli, and then if you laugh this one, I'm like, I'm
That
done.
Trossard's
You
body
need to
language
learn
is like,
Arabic, bro.
before you go there.
Before you move on, Vicky, just a moment. Slim, I have one more question. Huh? I understand you guys have a set piece coach.
Oh my god.
Do you want
I'm
to
not even going to talk about that.
No, it's just like you guys. Our fans requested to have a United.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are here
So
to
let
represent
just
them.
help me understand how you consider the second goal.
my
Because if you look at
it's called a lapse in
Hold up.
lapse in
Pull up, Slim, pull up.
concentration.
No, you cannot lapse in concentration at the 94th minute when a game is at 1-1.
You do. You're
You're not
manipulated.
supposed to.
He knows his team, so relax. He knows exactly what he's telling you.
Defending with aura, my friend.
Yeah.
Defending with aura, and
Yeah.
they're Man United.
Yeah.
Yes, we have 20 of them. How many do you have?
No, look. All I know
How
is,
many does Brighton have?
all I know is,
It's a bump on the road. I'm telling you, it's a slight bump, man. It shocks. We were testing our shocks.
Okay. So we are going to forgive. You're going to forgive Man United defenders for marking one another.
alone,
Yeah.
alone.
Yes, every team has had that. You had Mustafi doing that.
Don't go there.
That's a
Dark
one
days.
Kamuda, bro.
Don't take us to the dark days, please.
Ah,
Come on.
no.
We also had Mustafi.
We also experience in our dark days.
Socrates,
We have
Papa.
to have comparisons.
No, you're not in your dark days, Baba. I'm bored.
No,
Well,
We are not the
let's
same.
compare with Saliba. Let's compare with Dan. Let's compare with
if you
Kolasinac.
go band to band
you're
right
a big
now in
winner.
defense,
yeah.
right
Respect him.
now, you have Saliba, we have our injured Euro.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ah,
so when
don't.
it comes, no. They are on
Just
this.
compare Euro with Saliba.
Yes.
I don't even like Arsenal. I'm like, what?
That is illegal. Please don't do that.
What?
I'm gonna put that. I'm
What?
gonna put a poll.
I'm not even.
a poll.
It hasn't even
I'm
done
gonna
with my
I'm
point.
gonna put a poll because you've said what you've said.
Yes,
I'm
do
gonna
it.
put a
You
poll.
say you have
The
Euro,
thing is-
then mention Gabriel, not
No,
Saliba.
I'm not.
That is
The
blasphemy.
The thing is, I'm
Yeah.
not going to put the late
Yeah.
in a Saliba debate.
Yeah.
Okay,
Even you.
I'm not going to put Martinez with Saliba.
It used to be there. You remember?
Just to be there.
It used to be there, but you give up. You already know we are
I'm not
clear.
going to do that.
Yeah.
The person who is within the same
Mold
age bracket
Yeah.
and the same mold.
is Euro. I
Is
understand
Euro.
where you're coming
Okay.
from.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so when
Jump
he's
the guy.
fit and when he starts playing, and
I'm praying he plays.
hopefully
Yes.
Ten Hag will have gotten his 10 hairs and start speaking.
Maybe he'll have 11
We'll
now.
see. We'll see. We'll have that debate again.
Okay.
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 Right now,
We'll invite you back.
Saliba is up there.
All right. Yeah, he's
Yeah, my centre backs.
Top three.
I'm still top three.
Saliba is top 3 in the world right now.
Top three. Where's yours? Romero.
Oh, Christian Romero. I'm not even going to talk about it. He shows it by actions. Too much talk spoils it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much.
Moving on from United.
Yeah.
Zeus,
Mhm.
yesterday, I think when I saw Van de Ven
Oh.
make that run,
Oh, God.
Oh,
Is that
my
even a
goodness.
defender?
bro,
Yo.
that was a proper run.
I had a standing ovation
Generation.
because yo,
Generation.
Bro,
You know-
tell us about it.
You know what the best thing about having Van de Ven is that before we signed him, Liverpool were in the market for a defender,
Yeah.
and then they went to Wolfsburg, and they were told it's going to cost you that for him, and they were like, nah, too expensive, bro.
Yeah.
We still have Van Dijk, we have Gomez,
Yeah.
and Spurs swooped in, and it's been incredible. And the one thing about this guy, Van de Ven, I didn't know so much about him. For me personally, I was interested in his partner, Maxence Rakrijks.
Yeah.
I hadn't looked at. I told you last week I am involved in the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
I hadn't looked at Van de Ven. I was more interested in Rakrijks. But now we got Van de Ven, and so I did some digging on him. This guy is.
And all of a sudden, Maxence
Maxence was gone. Turns out,
Yeah,
Van de Ven was
he actually
carrying him.
lost his marbles.
Yeah,
Because
it is.
they after he went to Spurs, they played Bayern and they lost.
They got beaten.
Hammered.
They got beaten heavily. By the time it was halftime,
He was off.
he was off.
Alright.
He never
So-
came back.
The one thing about Van der Ven is every time he gets injured, what do you expect when a player gets injured?
They slow down.
They slow down.
things.
This guy is a complete opposite.
Yeah.
He gets injured, comes back better than he was before. When he was at Wolfsburg, he got an injury.
That's good rehabilitation.
He got an injury,
Yeah.
came back, and that is where Spurs realized, okay, there's a gem here.
Yeah.
He came to Spurs. You remember that game against Chelsea? He got injured. He came back. Now look at him. A guy who runs from a box
God, that
to the
run-
other end.
That box, that
And
run
then
was amazing.
after
Rushing
and then,
centre back.
and then after the interview, I saw an interview where Son was being asked, "How did you know he's going to do it?" Son was like, "I know him. I knew he was going to make the pass. I expected him to make the pass when he got tripped,
Yeah.
but he didn't.
Yeah.
He pushed forward so that he can create better space to make that final pass into Son. He's a top player, and his partner Romero the Mad Dog. I think by Arsenal, not even by Arsenal. I think both Arsenal and Spurs, our defensive pairings, both of them,
Yeah.
they have to be the best. Maybe City, and the only reason why
But
it's
City
City,
rotates. You
it's
cannot-
because
you can't nail
they
down.
rotate so much. There's no one guaranteed top.
There's no guaranteed.
So for me in the Prem, Spurs and Arsenal defensive pairing, we're good. And remember, on the bench you have Dragusin.
Dragon.
Trust me, you haven't seen that boy. You have
He
guys.
got-
Are,
I did. I
got-
word on the
Yeah.
it's
other.
okay. That I understand. The switch from Genoa to the Premier League could be a bit rough, but that boy is good.
Yeah,
You know, he not hope. No. No.
But
Like-
like, see, if anyone watched Romania,
Hmm?
the Euros is a proper.
He's a proper
I told you.
defender.
I told you my
So
reviews.
for the first time,
No,
bro,
tournaments are totally different.
Ah, you
no,
know,
no,
Zaxe was in the
no.
bench. Relax.
Bro,
You know,
even-
But I know. They're tournament players, yeah.
Then we have private job
Yeah.
private job players.
See, I agree with you. I
Yeah.
never back a tournament player.
Yeah,
But-
you can't do that.
But Dragusin has been good even when he was at Genoa. He hasn't had enough game time. Like if you watched the
Just
game
play him.
against,
We want to see it.
we
Play
can
him.
play him.
Why-
But who do
why
you
would you
bench?
bench?
Who do you bench?
You
Van
have-
der Ven,
you have so
Van
many
der Ven or
options.
Romero. Who do you bench?
options.
No, but who?
You are winning.
Centre back
Why did he
pairing.
play?
The one most important thing, and that is what killed you last season. Pairing.
A pairing.
That word pairing. That is
Pairing.
what people don't
You know,
understand.
No, let me ask you.
Yeah.
We have said Man City don't have a certain pairing.
But
Yes,
you know,
they will
but they
always-
have. You see
they
the
always
quality
rotate.
around.
Why can't you?
They have so many
Yeah, it's
competitions.
cooking.
No.
Yeah.
Why can't your team do that?
Okay.
Why don't you have those options?
Luckily,
Why
That's
can't
the ultimate. The ultimate.
luckily for us, in the new season, we're having more games.
Do you have
The guy came in January. He came in January, right? He came in January.
So it wasn't a bang.
He wasn't a bum because he came in January when already Van der Ven and Romero were doing their bits. Okay?
So
They were
at
already
no
And
doing
point-
their
you
bits.
can't
Unless-
break that. You can't
You
break
cannot
that in
break
the name
that.
of trying
Yeah,
to
yeah,
like
yeah.
fix it back.
So unless one of the two is injured or both of them are injured,
You cannot know.
you cannot know.
He's going to get more
Yes,
game
he's
time
good.
now.
Oh,
Remember,
with the-
next
with the-
week,
with the-
the UCL, the UEL, and the UCL
The draws on
draws are
Friday.
happening, right? He's going to have his time.
Nah,
And
He's
now
finally
each
going to
team
have
has
his time.
you are guaranteed eight games.
games.
You are guaranteed
Guaranteed
8 games.
8 games. That is
Before
a
you can
Dragusin.
qualify further, you have 8 games you have to play.
Yeah. That is a
So
Dragusin
I guess
is going to take his
Dragusin will
moment.
get
so
to
he's
see
not
more.
going to play in the Premier League.
He
He
will.
might,
He
he might.
will.
He's a tournament player.
It's that
You have to- you have
He's
to
a
go there.
tournament player, so he's
So-
going to play in tournaments.
Okay, we were at yesterday. You had an amazing game.
Yeah.
Bissouma,
Brilliant.
after all the drama, everything.
Mm.
I like players who, once you're criticized, come back and make a statement.
He did. He
There's
did.
no better way to make a statement than that. Hey, that's Tana, bruh.
Especially a goal again. Not even away. Your home stadium. 60,000 people are watching you.
Yeah.
You know, you already messed up. And now you have to apologize to them. And he had a good touch. At the end of the game, went to the fans,
Yeah.
apologized, went to the manager, gave him a hug. That's
It's
a good
amazing. It's amazing.
It reminds me.
It's amazing when Arsenal fans are raving about Bissouma. You remember that day.
thing. Uh-huh.
You
At
remember
Brighton,
that
at
derby
Brighton,
at
eh?
Brighton. You remember
But
that
you know,
one.
we
You
know.
was there like
This,
now we are
we can rave about him. The thing is, as Arsenal, we don't like Sims.
It's fine. It's fine.
Man, them sim for us.
It's okay.
Seems to work on a Vumbi.
Yeah, he simp for us. but it's okay. So
On the same.
moving on. Do we move on or
No,
The
Kulusevski,
last,
guys.
The midfield.
Did he play as a first nine?
No.
Oh, he
We
No.
played
he
False nine is at the other team.
Yeah.
We played the ones who were playing false
We
nine.
played
Leave it to us.
We played with
Show you.
Son. We played with Son
Son,
as
Son,
a nine.
Son.
That was really brilliant.
Our midfield was Madison and Kulusevski, but Madison played as an 8 together with Bissouma. He was pulling the strings from down. And one thing people haven't realized is that Madison is back. He's cooking 2 assists already. Right. Most people have ignored that. He already has two
Also,
assists.
he's the one who assisted yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Although the corner, the goal from the corner was totally on Everton because they left Romero absolutely and marked. The same happened at
But-
United.
I should also highlight that last season with Conte, we had a set piece coach, Gianni Villa. He left. You saw how he struggled a lot last season. Under the bar, I know most people don't follow on Spurs things because Spurs, but we actually signed two assistant coaches who have been working so hard on the set pieces. So that is why that goal that Romero scored, you can actually see it.
But-
I know it's too early.
But with Romero, it's too easy when it comes to set pieces.
But-
I don't think
He knows
even
how.
needs. I don't think even needs coaching.
Last season we were so poor at it. We have a very tall back
So you were
tall
scoring
players.
against
We
poor
were so
teams.
poor against. We were so it's actually true. We were scoring against poor teams. Everton are good in the air, right?
Yeah,
But we were
they
able to
really
score
are.
one. It's a sign,
They refused to sell us that dude, Gerard Braithwaite.
bruh. You
They
don't have-
no, what,
And then they
what?
let
They
go
did not-
of
what?
Trophy.
They did not
We have the
refuse.
club, bro.
Listen. They did not refuse. They just did not get to their valuation.
70
No, you can't give them 70.
You can.
Like,
That's what they
Why can't?
wanted.
They should have taken the
How many-
70.
how many-
How much?
Maybe.
How much did you get for Pogba?
Not even
90.
Pogba. Euro.
Euro. They did.
That's
You
not
did
even
50,
do-
you
that-
did
that's not
58
even
million
do-
pounds,
58.
and the
You
add-ons
don't,
that
you
come
don't
with
give.
it.
You just don't give. You just don't give.
But adding 12 million. But adding 12 million to get Brathwaite, who is actually has
Brother is-
experience in the
Brother
EPL.
is here telling us that they were denied Brandweight.
Yeah,
You were not
You
denied.
spent
Fika
12
Bay,
million
bro.
less on a guy who only had one season.
Fika
I give
Bay.
the Uber Eats League.
I give you 60. You take it.
No,
No.
Fika Bay. Yes,
No,
Fika, yeah.
you are the
Now,
patient.
if-
I'm the doctor.
If
You give me what I want.
Everton get relegated.
They're not. Everton will never get relegated.
No.
They're used to
They
it.
already shouts of relegation.
It's only
Simply
how many
because-
teams will never be relegated? Exactly. Who and who?
I think Everton. The other one I don't know.
You can never say it.
I don't really think that much.
Alright,
okay,
so
it's okay.
Vicky, you can tell us about the 10th hat-trick by Erling Haaland.
That's where we are going. God, the champions are back.
Yeah, man.
But tunajua walikuwa na wanyonge, but anyways. 3 minutes of madness.
Yeah.
3 minutes of madness.
That was a sad watch.
Because you
They took the game to them.
you are a small team, yeah? You are lucky you've gotten your first goal.
No, you're not lucky. They worked for
Oh,
that
they
goal.
worked for- okay,
No,
okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
No. They have worked for that goal. It's the first time, actually, you have scored against a team you once relegated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I know, right? This shows the lifestyle.
So, I tend to think you're at Etihad. And that is why Rodri brought up the same thing twice.
Yeah.
Even on PFA Awards, he brought up the thing, you don't play
to draw.
But you're at Etihad, you have to know, where am I right now? This is a stadium whereby if you do things wrong, you are killed. So you have scored a goal. Then you're starting to play from the back.
Against Man City.
Hmm?
Against Man City.
Against Man City. They
From
will
the
kill
back.
you. They will kill you.
And then the goalkeeper you're playing with is a keeper who was benched at the championship, not even at the league. When did the company start playing Trafford? When they were still at the champ?
Yeah.
For what? Because he cannot play out from the back. You're going to the champions and you're not respecting them enough to know, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
But what we actually witnessed yesterday was quality versus quantity.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens when one team is just coming from the championship and the other are the current champions and they have
And the most scary
Duplicates.
thing is, you look at Man City, it's like they've not even left second gear.
yeah, all their games look like training sessions.
They have not left.
Unless they're playing Liverpool.
Bruh. They just say, if you see KDB with the ball, just run. Just make your run,
He's
bruh.
not me.
He is somewhere
They're
distributing.
always somewhere doing something.
But you guys, we we have to address Savinho. He at this point is going to get away with murder.
We can do this. We'll take one break. We'll take it
Oh
from Savinho.
yeah,
Savinho.
Yes.
Savinho. So you guys,
Yeah.
we're addressing Savinho because I believe at this point that guy is about to get away with murder.
Why?
Mhm.
2 tackles, like two consecutive games, and you still the ref is like turning a blind eye because those were 2 penalties. The Chelsea game
Yeah.
and Ipswich.
What do you get when you have 115 charges? You can only add 2 more.
I know, right?
Make it,
Yeah,
make it
but-
117.
But it feels,
Yeah.
that's 26 on him. The Mahrez. You see,
Mahrez.
when Mahrez tweeted is like
Is it
looks
about
familiar.
I'm back.
So he's elevating the game. Doku is still
I
stagnating.
don't know.
We don't-
I don't like many boys.
You,
Just saying.
you don't like them, but when
I
it
don't
comes
like
to the end of the
them.
season, when it's between them and Arsenal,
Yeah.
you all Man City fans.
I didn't even support them. I just said whoever wins. Cause
Let me tell you something
Because-
about City
Mhm.
and Savinho. Credit to Pep. He replaced the right wing with the left foot.
Sure.
something.
He took Vares out,
No,
Savinho
Savinho
in.
in.
He had been trying to replicate that with Foden and Bernardo. And there was, yes, they're going to give you the results, but he's not cooking.
But they'll still
The
go
way-
into midfield.
Yeah, they
They'll
give
not,
so much.
they'll not,
Right now they know
they'll
with
not
Savinho,
hold the line.
Savinho will be at the line. He's going to hold the line and he's silky.
Mm.
And whenever Savinho is in the box, you put out a leg and you're done.
You're done.
You look at Savinho, then you look at Anthony. You wonder, are they born in the same country? you
I don't think this channel is supposed to talk about Anthony.
Let's ban Anthony.
Yeah, we should
That's
ban
blasphemy, man.
Okay,
That's
fine.
blasphemy.
Ban.
I think also for the question of Savinho,
Wow,
That's
that is
banned.
brave, man.
Savinho, it's all an issue of the state of refereeing.
Yeah.
I always have one statement, and I've told you this. Yeah?
So many times.
If it works for you,
Go for
enjoy
it.
it.
Enjoy.
If it screws you over, also enjoy it.
Yeah.
Take it.
Simple as that.
Yeah. Take it.
That's the issue with Savinho. Those two, they were fouls, okay?
Yeah.
But the state of refereeing in the Premier, it's abysmal. Sometimes I watch the Bundesliga and I feel like pain. He does the same thing. You feel like whipping. You know, you switch from a game in the Prem, 90 minutes in the Prem. You watch the decisions that have been made. Then you switch to 45 minutes in the Bundesliga,
Yeah.
and bruh.
It's actually funny because a league like Syria
Yeah.
has had scandals in the past,
Mm.
Yeah.
but they are
Major
refereeing.
scandals.
They are refereeing. There's the Bundesliga, Serie A,
Yeah.
these other leagues, and then at the bottom over there,
bottom barrel,
bottom barrel, it's just the Premier League.
the best league in the
Fine.
world.
McColiver
The
just
best.
does things.
The
Pretty close on those
inconsistencies,
things.
bro.
Kevin-
Taylor.
Anthony Taylor just has
Chelsea fans
love-hate
instead.
relationship
Oh my
with
God.
Chelsea fans.
Yeah.
It's so obvious,
Yeah.
and they do nothing about it.
Wait, guys,
They
about
are always
Savinho.
robbing people.
Wait. Am I the only one who feels like he was a bit holding the ball way too much?
He does that.
He's
He does
Brazilian.
that.
He's
I
Brazilian.
watched him at
Yeah.
Girona.
Guy.
What's going
I
to
want
happen
Girona.
is we are going to enjoy a lot of Savinho. People who watch Savinho, because I'm not going to watch them unless they play Manchester United. I won't lie.
Kumbe hii ego inaenda from the manager to the fans.
Kiburi.
Kiburi,
Kiburi
we
wenyewe.
are not Kiburi just by
Oh, wow.
by just
Clear.
name. It's clear, but next season we won't play the same.
I probably died.
The funny bit is
But he's-
Anthony and Grealish are on the same level of goals.
Mhm.
Same.
You have burnt Anthony.
Okay, let me just.
Yeah.
I have to put a small case. I have to. He's
But-
still our player.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
not off. He's
Yeah.
not off. He played yesterday.
Yeah.
When we were subbed in,
But
I decided I'm going to have a few drinks and a dog.
but
The thing is, Grealish has played 3 seasons at Man City. We can say his trophy haul is good,
Sure.
Yeah.
but he has 3 assists.
He's a flop.
but
Yes,
you can
because-
no. He's a flop for now. But in the treble winning season, there's some times you don't have to look at the stats, not necessarily the stats. That treble winning season, actually in the Champions League, God, Grealish was outstanding for Man City.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He
You
was
come again.
outstanding.
Tournament player. tournament. Yeah. There you go.
So
In all the tournaments he played really well. When it came to the real business, he's nowhere. He's nowhere to be seen.
yeah, but anyways, right now he's a
Also,
bench.
Anthony is
player.
a tournament player for us. When we
FA, you know, huh?
He was cooking. He was getting his assist. He was getting a goal over there. You could see he's a player in there, but he's
So,
nowhere.
I wish we had a City fan, but we'll get a City fan another time to tell us now, because they have Savinho on the right where Foden fits in, but that's a story for another day. Right now, the story for right now, Korea, last weekend we were talking, you told us, before we think about Anfield and Etihad, we think about where? Villa Park.
Villa Park.
Villa Park.
Did they lose at Villa Park last season?
Yes,
You lost. That's why you lost the league.
Villa beat us.
Twice.
We
They
just
did
needed to win
that
one game versus
before.
Villa.
They
They
did
beat
a
us home and away
double
like we
there.
beat Man
That's why I
United.
knew you guys
Don't
would
you
come
guys
guns
feel like
blazing.
this victory came a bit too late?
I know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's
story,
too late.
but it's like Una usually has a vendetta against us. That man still bitter.
Look, you guys gave him a nickname. Good evening.
No,
He
it's-
was cooking for you. He had two strikers and he was making them work.
Sure.
He had Lacazette and he had Auba. They were playing like twins, bro. And then you guys were slandering him. And it was
And
it was a
Unai.
it was a backroom thing.
No,
It
listen,
wasn't
it
his
was a
coaching.
Yeah.
It was a
Sure.
backroom
His
issue.
coaching.
Right
No,
now,
but I still feel we also set him up for failure.
Exactly what he's saying.
Because a
Backwards.
manager, he wanted Zaha from the start. Then the team decides, no, we'll give you Pepe. That is who we can afford right now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
that's the
Pepe was
difference.
good.
That's the difference between Unai and Arteta. Super Miko's given the keys. Do what you have to.
So his point stands. It
Yeah,
was a backroom issue.
we jeopardized Unai at some point. We really did. And Pia, may never forgive him. You're going to a final.
Hey, bro, please.
Talk
please.
about it.
No, let me talk. What's an
You
intro?
watered down.
Let him
You
talk.
watered down yesterday's victory.
No, we're not watering down.
No, man.
Come on now.
The
No.
thing is,
Yesterday.
Yesterday victory
You're
is
celebrating
built
it.
up from a lot of things. For me, it was a big victory for me. Because Unai, what he's been doing to us, especially from last season.
Look,
Yesterday he panicked.
when you lose the chance to win the champion, when you lose the chance to become champions, and the team that 2 points from you is the one you're playing next, and then you beat them in its following season, just count it as
It's
a win on the road. See, I'll leave it.
We won.
You've left the party late, Bana.
Let me
It's
just
already-
No, it's another chance.
Those point margins was what lost us the league.
Do you think when they come to the Emirates you're going to beat them?
Who, Villa.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Do I
Yes.
really need to answer this question?
Yes.
No, answer it. No.
We are doing a double-
Because if they come
Yeah.
and you draw, I'm telling you, I'm
Slim.
going to give you grief over it.
It's okay.
Slim.
Look for this episode, record it, let him say the statement. Use that to cook him.
Listen, let me just back it up a bit. Arsenal has lost one game and drawn one game this year. Not this season. This year. We've played 20 games since January 1st. We've lost one game and
Drawn one.
drawn one game. The only team that has done that in English football history is only Man City
And Liverpool.
and Liverpool.
And Liverpool is, I think, 1980 something.
That's where Arsenal is at the moment. So what happened yesterday, Arteta said he could feel something in the stomach of the fans and of the players rather. The players remembered the thorn that was used to sting them at Villa and at the Emirates. So there was only one business. All up Slim, there was only one business to be done yesterday. Just go over the white line and be physical and win the game.
You see, it's that dagger that West Ham put in Fergie's stomach.
Sure.
And he told them, I'm going to relegate you.
Yeah.
And he did it. Now, I want you guys to say, when they come to the Emirates, we're gonna beat them.
I'm going there, bro. So yesterday, we exercised a very important villain,
Mm-hmm.
and we did it with Unai. He took out his one of the trophies we never won, He put it on the channel.
I
The
love
players, Ben White saw it.
Shit house, man.
Ben White saw it. Magalhaes saw it. Saliba saw it. Calafiori saw it.
Julian Timber so
Julian Timber saw it.
Uncle
Anyone
Partey.
who mattered saw it. And they knew we have one business for 90 minutes. Go win the game. Then, so we just do our business. Introduce Leandro Trossard.
for a shot.
The same boy. And I think the reason why he gave a nice cold celebration is because people were saying he costed us the game that there's a I think at Villa Park.
No, it was at the Emirates.
At the
When he had-
Emirates,
when
a
he had-
tap
when he
in.
had a tap in and
A
then he
tap
just
in.
gave
He gave it to
the
Martinez.
goalkeeper.
So he's brought him.
He brought him.
And does
One
the
shot,
business. One shot, one goal.
one goal,
Maliza Kazi.
cold celebration.
Cold celebration.
Even Saliba
And
to
Saliba
force
is telling him, yo, bro.
Saliba,
bro,
you
need
go
it.
do
No,
your
wait,
team,
hold
man.
up.
Yeah.
I really think
Only
that
game
the
with
celebration had nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
I think there's some tension, like, to do with the previous game.
No,
It
I'm
has
saying
some
in my opinion.
criticism from the
It's
fans.
criticism from the fans
Uh-huh.
because he's told if you scored that goal at Emirates and
Changes
make us
everything.
go up by 1-0, it changes everything.
You see, even yesterday,
It's a
once we
player
went
manager
1
thing,
0 up,
it's not-
It was
It's
sending
settled
a
down.
message. It was a statement
It was a
celebration.
statement.
There is some
Yes.
tension
No,
going
we
on.
agree.
It's any
behind
of-
it.
no,
Now,
people are
even
speculating.
Arteta
People are
talked about
speculating
it
with
and said,
Arteta.
Arteta said he's given me a challenge on how I'm going to play him next at
Player
Brighton.
selection.
And that is good. That's a good challenge.
Okay.
And like when you're having a player challenge when a player drops a stinker. So you're wondering, okay, I'm looking at the bench. I see, I don't want to mention the guy we banned today.
Yeah.
I don't, so I don't want to bring him on.
Okay.
But now you look at, okay, this is Trossard. He wants to play. Okay, fine. Bring him on. First touch, first goal.
I remember.
Then Yakubu, Thomas Partey, uncle is cooked by Rogers.
Wait,
Guys, guys.
But what happens? Arteta decides, I'm not going to take you off.
you
I'm
play.
not going to, you continue
Because
playing.
the only other option is Jorginho.
Jorginho.
Jorginho will even be cooked twice.
Twice. But also you had an option of saying, okay, fine, let's close the shop, let's go for a 0-0. What happened? United panics.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Makes crazy
Substitution.
subs.
Jorginho was never supposed to be subbed.
McGinn was
I can
supposed to-
understand for Oli. Oli was struggling the whole game. Because Oli was playing for behind them. And Magalhaes.
But he wasn't struggling. That's the
Magalhaes and Saliba had him. Come here, brah.
Look,
Relax,
Watkins is an Arsenal fan, and I can understand yesterday when he didn't put out.
Don't do
No, you
that.
guys.
No,
If he was on fan, why did he score at the Emirates when you needed
Whoa.
to
He
win?
was doing his job.
No, I think something.
He was not an Arsenal fan then.
Yes, when it was happening, I remember when they qualified for the Champions League and they were celebrating.
He did it.
Dude was watching you game. He
Yep.
was following the scores. He didn't celebrate.
Badala ya yeye akue hapo kwa hiyo venue aki
Yeah, he was actually on his phone. I don't know. I think
Sasa hiyo dibu na yeye alikuwa amebambika
But you guys, I still think something went wrong when Watkins lost Douglas Luiz.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
because
of course, yes.
He's the biggest casualty for that.
So, Kerry, let me ask you,
Yeah.
and Vicky,
Yeah.
how you have overcome Aston Villa, the alleged thing from last season, yeah?
They're not-
The ghost of Gabratula, the slayer of the Emirates, you know? The stumbling block.
Yeah.
So now you're good to go, no stumbling blocks ahead for you.
No, we have game week 5. Game week 5 is another stumbling block.
Who are you playing? We don't
Who
keep
else?
tabs.
Who else?
We don't keep tabs.
Who else?
We don't. We just
The
tell us.
Champs. We're going to
Ah.
the Etihad. Game week 5.
So now
It's
you
another
have
stumbling block.
now you have
unusual.
City and Liverpool.
Yeah.
That's it.
Etihad.
No,
You want me
we
to
can
mention
say,
your
we can
stadium?
say,
I'm
we
not
can-
doing that.
We have to accept.
You have to accept.
We have to accept.
Okay.
They are chasing. They are 2 seasons in a row. They've been chasing. They've been chasing
So you've asked me
the
something
Champions
very
League.
important. At the moment, the only person who can come close to Arsenal is Man City. That's
The only person who can
come
come
close
close
to
to
Man
Man
City.
City.
Actually,
Bruh.
that's the statement I would have to say.
Let me tell you one thing, you guys.
I have to respect
Let me-
that.
No, listen.
Uh-huh.
Listen. The only person who can come close to
Pep.
Arsenal is Pep. Fucking Mikel Arteta took 4 points against Man City. Did you win the league? He
still
Listen.
on.
Listen. But Pep is coming to us.
We give them
Are you talking about, hold up. Are you talking about stamping blocks? Are you talking about Arsenal chasing the league?
Bro, there's something I told you at the end of.
Let's
You
get
asked
the
about stumbling
some-
block.
there's
You
some-
asked about stumbling
But
block.
there's something.
Let's get the difference.
There's something I told you last season. At the end of the day, what we all look at is who won it. So the only
Rephrase your question.
I asked
No,
no.
You asked about stumbling
Your
block.
statement is
Rephrase
wrong.
the
Your
question.
statement is wrong. If the only person who can come close to Arsenal, nah, bro, it's the winner. It's the winner we are all chasing.
So am I supposed to answer the
No.
winner, or am I supposed to answer the stumbling
Stumbling
block?
block.
The
The
belief
stumbling block.
The
system.
Yeah, I'm already past City. I'm not thinking about things. I'm not honestly thinking about
So,
City.
If you are petty enough to think about Aston Villa,
Mm.
then City must be.
No, we are not petty enough to think about Villa. This is a
They
team
took-
that took 6
Points
Yes,
against
yes.
us.
Yes.
points.
Yes,
Oh my
so
God.
Four against City.
If you are petty enough to think about
No,
that,
it's not
then
pettiness.
nightmares must be Man
Man
City.
City.
Then nightmares must
No.
be Liverpool.
How do you guys? How you guys?
Okay.
You
You're
see,
telling me
the difference-
those
the
are the
difference
nightmares for me.
between the rest of the fans and Arsenal fans is we have acknowledged Pep must
And Man
live
City.
so that we can have
That's
the right thing,
that's
the right moment.
That's the
There is no
standard.
other
Hataki aende, wacha
That's the-
kaa.
No.
Kikamu, tuendelee kuumia.
Acha
City
kaa.
are good.
Pep and Ruto are to the settle.
This is so sad.
They must
No,
go.
wait. It's so sad that we are going against the only person who is coming close to Pep. You cannot even stand and say Ten Hag is
Look,
giving him a
he's-
challenge.
Look,
the same
I won't lie to you. Ateta is irritating. He goes like,
Oh my god.
he's irritating. Why are you clapping? Why are you doing? Why?
Have you-
Why does he have
Doesn't Pep do the same thing on the
No,
touchline?
I know.
You just look for
We know.
Ateta. Ateta is not supposed to be coaching.
We know.
You know with Pep, but
Be
when
humble.
Ateta does,
You've won nothing.
be humble for
Be
what?
humble. You
And
But
that-
you
be
did
humble
not
for
even
what?
use.
This man has come from Spain. He's gone to Germany. He's come to England. He's dominating. That's three.
And
That's
that
three. And then you
This
just
is
give
a
them-
Manchester United fan. This
You
is
give
a Man
them, you
United
giving them a
fan.
run. You give them a run, and then you falter, and then kidogo you're like,
Wait.
Matters you are
Guys,
bad.
hold up.
What do you
Hold
mean?
up. I thought he
You've been
doesn't watch
beaten.
the Rivers.
You've been
I
beaten.
thought you don't watch them.
Yes, I don't watch them, but what I'm saying is,
No, guys.
no. If we are in the same plate, we are in the same plate. There's there, and then there's us. There's that team, and then
No,
there's the rest
it's
of
either you're lying to us or you lied to
no,
yourself.
I think it's the same point that I made to correct you. Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
Yeah.
it's the City who are the champions.
Yes.
So don't tell us that the only person who comes close to Arsenal is City. Nah, bro.
Okay, we are going close to
It's the
City.
reverse. You are going close to City.
No
Accept
worries,
that
no
part.
worries.
Because
Close to City.
at the end of the
All right.
yeah, that was my
You have
Okay.
to step
That-
on
that-
it, bro.
that Kanyama shingo yako ulianika ulituanikia shingo kusema ati only City can come close to you.
It's
Bro.
because I'm backing it up. I'm backing it up by saying I had 4 points against City last season, and Villa, hold up,
Okay.
and Villa took 6 points
I
against.
had
And
0.
Villa gave 6 to Man City.
And
So-
City won the league.
No, stop like Villa beat City at Villa Park.
Sawa,
Wewe.
Bro.
Okay.
Wewe, stop
Yeah.
lying. Villa
So
beat
Vicky,
City.
so in your analogy, Arsenal had 4 points, City had 3 of it.
And City
I
took the
mean,
league.
guys,
And City won.
And City won the league.
But now,
At the end of the day.
there's always one thing. You always try to make us like you're pulling us back. City won. But you don't want to look at the effort
Yeah,
that Ateta has put in the squad.
Bro, it's been 5 years. Kwani tunafanya nini?
Okay, you guys
Senye
you guys can
mlisivuta
give them
na juu ya FA na namba 8.
Yeah,
He did that.
yeah,
He did
yeah.
that and it was a failure.
There are levels to this place.
No, this season we win the Europa. There is no stopping us.
Sleep.
We will
Sleep.
banter you people.
Sleep.
If you win nothing, we will do it.
mbele yenu.
Yeah, kwani nyinyi mnabeba?
We are going for our third.
We are going.
You know,
our second.
my friend.
Okay, guys.
So speaking of Europa Champions League and mnamalizana nini na Soviet?
We beat them. A win is a win,
It's
bro.
Katai. So on Friday kazi inaanza.
Yeah.
Friday kazi inaanza officially. The draw is on Friday. 8 guaranteed games. For us, we know we are meeting tough opponents. Nyinyi sijui mnapatana na nani.
I really hope Arsenal just get Atletico and then they get
No, actually, we can get all those because of that people. Atletico and us.
Why is a United fan talking about?
Yeah, suppose
Bro, taking your balls.
Skiza, bahati yako, bahati yako, Copenhagen iko huko chini. Iko chini, iko conference.
Don't talk about it.
Copenhagen haiko
When
sawa.
we talk of Champions League, you can qualify, but you can't win it.
Ni sawa, but ongelea mali huko.
Aston Villa won it in the dark ages, and they always parade it in front of you, and you have a vendetta against that.
Where are you now?
Why are you not winning?
Okay, where are you now?
Why are you not winning?
Where are you now?
I'm gonna play Europa.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna win
relax.
about Europa.
Relax. Why you giving us
I'm going
opponents?
to win it again, and
Talk
you
about
will.
Europa.
You know, the three of you when America.
Hey,
Oh, God.
No.
To the special seat. Hold up.
Mwacha tuongelee champe.
Hold up. It's
Yes,
Vicky and I who are talking about Champions League.
Yeah,
When you guys will talk about Europa.
once we get
and,
there. And Soviets and everything.
Okay. Here. Take your time.
Wow.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
And then when it's our turn, we'll talk about when our clubs won 8.
Thank you.
Okay.
No
The
problem.
good thing is we don't have the time for all
We
that.
will parade our trophies.
We don't have the time to talk about whatever you did in whatever time you did.
But you never.
It's okay. We will learn this. People see
They're
you.
saying they've just said it here, baby. Because Aston Villa paraded the
Ah,
they
Timo,
never won.
You wish you could do the same.
You wish.
Yeah,
you
it's
wish you
could.
could do
okay.
the same.
You wish your team won the league unbeaten. Of
What?
course.
Sorry?
You wish your
But no,
team won
Yeah,
the
my
league
team won. My team won
Unbeaten.
unbeaten. Bayer Leverkusen. Excuse me? And I'm about to remind you of back when I don't want to go there. Azerbaijan.
See, we are sorry.
Oh.
Hey.
Why are you what are
You are
you
saying.
doing?
You are saying it is quite unique. It's quite unique that you and I are sitting on opposite sides, on a different couch. But I think when it comes to Europa Conference League, and you guys are playing Soviets and all, we'll have a special sitting or a special like 15 minutes. You guys tell us what's happening outside the Champions League. When it comes to Champions League, I think you allow only people who are participating.
You can always
Talk
qualify,
about-
but you can't win.
Unless Liverpool and City fans come, with due time. So,
Actually,
All right, guys. I think we're done.
tunataka Real ama Bayern?
Real me ataka finali.
Sasa
Yeah,
ni hivyo.
This is the Lulu of the Luluest.
Yeah, so
Who
guys,
asked for Real Madrid at the final? Who cares?
bro,
Bro, they're gonna dunk on you 16, 17, 18. You can go to all those finals
I
and
told
you won't
you-
come home with
I
it.
told you Pep is chasing Arsenal. Guys,
Yeah.
so now, thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
Until next time.
No, we are
Wow.
Also for the Lulu.